I see you've come back for your daily dose of dingo. Well, you can find this and more alliteration over at my Twitch. Right there. Enjoy the video. That looks great. Too bad we got ugly basics in the deck. Where's the bro card? There is no bro cards, unfortunately. Not as many bro cards. Update stream title. I'm right here. Escape shift, huh? I will take that for not this turn, but the following turn. This is a lot of Night's Whisper, which concerns me. But I do get to go like second Shredder Thoughtseize. That seems good. I forgot to start the timer. I guess it's not too late. It's never too late. Sheltered Thicket. Cycled. Been one of the two Night's Whispers, I think, and then been probably the other one. Diabolic Intent, Scape Shift, Soul of Windgrace, Wish. I'm gonna take the Soul of Windgrace. I can deal with the rest later. The Intent doesn't do anything because they have Valakut Forest, so the Dormammu comes into play tapped. They're so expensive. I didn't actually know what the price in paper is. I don't like the border. I like the art though. I think the art's really sweet. How much are they in paper? They're like a... It's a secret layer. It is a secret layer. Brown in the lock. Yeah, they are expensive. 18. Kind of pricey. So they have Scape Shift, Diabolic Intent in hand. How many $5 footlongs I can get for $18? Probably not even 3, 2. Because they're not $5 footlongs anymore. They're like $1 million footlongs. Alright, hopefully this is good enough. They're dead next turn. Probably gonna Diabolic Intent for like a Dryad. Maybe. I don't even know if that's good enough. Escape Shift doesn't do it. Imagine they go get Dryad here. I know I'm old because I remember the $5 footlong. I think most people do. Double Connive and Double Connive again was lethal. I didn't actually consider that because I figured I would just win the game by, drowning their threats. I guess Invasive Surgery is, like, fine. It's Escape Shift. Take Subtlety. I don't think I want Dress Down. Ah. Basic Lands. Thank you for the gifted sub to the Dio Scurry. The Dio Scurry. Welcome to the Hooded Gang. Thank you, Basic Lands. You just wanted attention? Well, thank you. Can Wish get them from surgery? Yeah, but it still counters the, like, 1 Scape Shift for 1 mana, so I think it's worth it. Probably gotta cut a couple Night's Whispers and maybe just play 2 Fatal Push instead. 2 Fatal Push for the Dryads and I guess all of their things that they're gonna sack with Diabolic Intent. Will this deck work without Night's Whisper? You can play like Archmage's Charm instead. I know some lists are playing Street Wraith, so probably. I'm gonna keep this. Play Sign in Blood, but it's kind of hard to cast when you want to be fetching out Basic Island at least once. But Night's Whispers are fairly cheap, I believe. Don't want that. Steve, Escape Shift, Bolt, Dryad. I'm gonna take the Dryad. I do have a Fatal Push, but I don't have a way to trigger Revolt yet. Yeah, Street Wraith probably isn't optimal, but it's fine. Could go to 12 and play 1/1 Shadow, but it's like pretty boltable. The old Force Spike, your Ren in 6. What makes Murktide a stronger deck than Shadow? It's honestly the Murktide itself. Murktide's such a crazy card. 1, 2, 3, 4. This card's just so good. I guess I don't really want to play the Shadow into the Lightning Bolt still. Maybe I should have pushed this Steve. I kind of want to save the push in case they have Dryad down the line. Just Dryad. One way to trigger Revolt, please. That's not it. Well, if they bolt the Shadow, then I get to push their Dryad, so it's kind of a win-win for me. They had like no way of knowing though. They're dead next turn if I would like attack both of them. So I think I'm happy killing the Ren here. So that way they have to draw a land in order to Escape Shift, and when they draw that land, I can just counterspell the Escape Shift. Whereas like if I leave the Ren alive and I attack them, they can draw like a Veil of Summer and then get the land back with Ren and then kill me. Honestly, there's not much. That's great for Modern. Mishra's Bauble. That Bauble card pretty good. Yeah, you're playing 3 copies of Drown the Lock in this list. Like if we look at the prices for the most expensive cards here, Flesh Gorger, it's not good enough. Maybe Brotherhood's End sees play as like a 1 or 2 of in like Murktide. Cityscape Leveler could see play in the sideboard of Tron. Maybe Portal to Phyrex is the most impactful new card. I think this card's really good in creativity. This card's not for Modern. This card's fun to meld. I enjoy melding this card, but it's not that good. Gix has no effect. Teferi, no. Misery Shadow, that's a Pioneer card. Arcane Proxy's kind of cool in Rhinos. Maybe this card, maybe Stonebrain. There's not a ton that's like super impactful. I think Portal's really good though. Played against Gix twice yesterday. I think Gix is going to be much better in like Standard. Gix in Standard's kind of crazy. That card gives me big Rafine vibes. Yeah. Just hit it with Ragavan, and then you get to play Gix and then win the game. Ren and 6. Looks like we're playing as creativity. I think forging the anchor in affinity is also really cool. I think it gives affinity some legs. Kind of need to draw land here. Let's get at the end of your turn. I can fetch shock, get the last watery grave, then play shadow potentially. Trigger connive, discard this other ledger shredder, and have up 2 pieces of interaction. Yeah, Scourge is not a very good card. Not in a solitude world. Oh. Ugh. At the end of your turn, thank you for gifting a sub to Brevik. Well, welcome to the Hoodie Gang. Yeah, Murktide is just a better card. But if you're playing like Black-Red Shadow, I think there's also better options there. Play a couple of 4/4s. Honestly, stop caring about this run. Think I'm just gonna end up murdering them next turn. I've been very impressed by Knight's Whisper so far. Seems like a really good card. This adds the instant sorcery count. They're looting and making a treasure. No. Absolutely not. I can drown a lot, kill a Dwarven Mine token if they have a fetch land, which I'm pretty sure they returned with Ren. I bind something instead. I could like bind one of the shadows. I think they're still dead to a fetch shock though. Bolt's not gonna do anything to me. I guess they can bolt the shadow. Connive. Discard Murktide. Transmogrify, creativity, Ren and 6. Okay. This list seems surprisingly powerful. Let's take the explosives. Let's leave in the murderous cut. Definitely want all these. I don't want the subtlety. The Torok's kind of interesting, but I don't think I'm super. I want the eliminate for Ren and 6. I don't think I'm super into the idea of Torok. I think these drawn locks are variably anemic. I think I'm actually just going to cut all of them in the favor of cheaper counter spells. Yeah, Denial is very good against creativity. I'm going to cut a Fatal Push also. Thinking about the Inquisition, I'd rather cut a Bauble. I trim down Ledger Shredder down to 3. Hand's land heavy, but on the draw, I'm going to keep it. I thought this deck would suffer from not having Ragavan. At the Vengevine deck go, we ran into so much graveyard hate. We just ended up dropping. Shouldn't consider now in case I draw Stubborn Denial. I can Stubborn like a Wren. I'd be like that, Diddy. We're just here to try stuff, even if it, costs us play points. Not a big deal. This Wren is a big deal, though. This Wren's very problematic. Where were you when I needed you, Stubborn Denial? There's a lot of lands. Fable. I'm gonna fetch shock. Inquisition. It's not a bad draw. Creativity and a bunch of lands. 1, 2, 3. I could play a 6/6. I would kill the Ren next turn. I think I have to. Playing a 6/6 seems like good EV. Hopefully I don't top deck creativity. No Thoughtseize bug. Mine. Took the scam list to the RCQ and you took it down? Hell yeah. Love to hear it, Chris. Glad you were able to secure the dub. Still a lot of lands over here. Not great. Could fetch shock down to 10 if I wanted to EOT. This is where a card like Expressive Iteration would come in clutch off the top, but instead we have Night's Whisper to fill the role of Expressive Iteration, which I don't hate. Yeah, I'm probably not going to fetch shock because of Night's Whisper, now that I think about it. It's going to fetch, well, we'll fetch shock. We'll live life on the edge. Glad I decided to fetch shock. I think I have like literally no lands left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 5 lands left. I'm pretty sure they're all fetch lands. Charter's not bad. It's 2 lethal threats on board next turn. Allen 07. Scooping to the Murktide. I don't hate this hand. Got a couple of discard spells and a Fatal Push for a Ragavan. I'm gonna keep it for sure. On the draw too. Big fan. Snap keep. Yeah, divination type cards, especially the ones that like help you, cast shadow easier. I think it's kind of genius compared to like maybe Archmage's Charm, which isn't so great at like helping you develop your main game plan of like casting a Murktide region and casting a shadow faster. Archmage Charm is kind of a clunkier card, and it can be problematic. So I like the Nice Whispers over Archmage's Charms in this type of a build, because every other build I've seen before just only had Archmage's Charms, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. Nor am I a fan of this one Inquisition. Emery, Expressive Iteration, Unholy Heat. I'm going to take the Emery. Yes, this plays 2 Stubborn Denials. I'm going to toss these their Expressive Iteration. I'm going to fetch a basic island with this, since I'm shocking here. I'm going to kill both of these things, if for no other reason than to just grow my Murktide. Or the new cards here. There are no new cards in this list, unfortunately. I was playing with a couple of new cards earlier, and we didn't have very much success, so... But I think this list is cool, so I wanted to play it anyways. We put it on a poll, and it won. Having this basic swamp feels really bad, so I can't, like, Murktide plus Counterspell backup, unless I draw another land. I'll probably draw something like a Ledger Shredder instead. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 7. So I'm immune to single heat. They need double heat. And the Fatal Push is not terrible. They're similar with Red Splash, only for iterations. It's kind of interesting. I haven't minded the Night's Whisper though. What's the best budget replacement for Murktide region? You could try Gurmag Angler. Tombstalker. Tombstalker would be better probably. Solarian Terror, there's a couple. Tombstalker Keck W. Wait, put some respect on Tombstalker's name. That card used to be legacy playable. Staple even. Holy Murktide. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm playing one of these. In every bad bug deck, it's true. It's so true. Teferi. Well, punished. I don't even think I have a play anymore. Just drawing a Mox Amber. 1, 2, 3. Nope, I don't have a play. They also don't have a play. Three Murktide go. You're sliding Iconoclast into Murktide, based or erased. Probably. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh my god, an Aether Spellbomb. Stop it. So annoying. This is just blue-black. Pretty good draw. Well. That's all 4 Unholy Heat's gone. Yeah, not having an answer to Teferi aside from like resolving a creature is pretty rough. I just have so many draws that like Breach, that's just gonna murder me. Why not Grixis? We got Night's Whisper in the place of Expressive Iteration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, playing a Murktide with Counterspell backup doesn't do anything against Teferi, right? Teferi's just sitting there saying, what Counterspell? Counterspell? Never heard of her. They're saying all those turns ago when I could have countered the Teferi. Sure. I didn't know they had a Teferi in their deck. They could have been Teamer because I never saw the white source at all. But we are far beyond that point. 9 turns ago. Sure. Agreed. We are actually looking pretty good here. They kind of flooded, and they gave us a chance. Alright, we killed him. Not bad. No matter what they draw here, we can counter it and then play Murktide. That's kind of scary if they drew like specifically Bolt. I think I floated 1 too many mana. I did float 1 too many. I am playing the card Death Shadow today. We need Graveyard Hate. What do we have in the Graveyard Hate department? We got a Nile Spellbomb and a Soul Guide Lantern. I don't really understand why these aren't just like unlicensed hearses. I feel like hearse would just be so much better. But I'll take them nonetheless. The Eliminate seems fine. Dealing with Teferi. For the most part, I feel like our main deck's pretty well set up. 1 mana versus 2 in an 18 land deck. Murktide's like 19 or 18 lands, so it could be 19, 18, 19. They still play 2 hearse. I don't have good creatures to crew it. I got a Ledger Shredder. Maybe. Some of these other lists are playing Dothy over, like, just these in general. But I think Hearse is just a better card in terms of being a piece of graveyard hate. I want Dress Down. Dress Down's good against, like, specifically Emery and Ragavan. I don't think Dress Down's good overall. Well, I guess they have construct tokens also. Yeah, I'll bring the Dress Downs. I talked myself into it. It's got the Inquisition, not a big fan. Probably trim a Knight's Whisper. Murder's Cut's not necessary, I don't think. Can trim a Bobble. Maybe a Shredder. A Murktide, because they're probably going to bring in Graveyard Hate. And submit it like that. No lands, no keep. Yeah, Inquisition's not very good. I would probably cut that out of the main deck if I had to rework this deck. If I play black, I have to. I remember when Inquisition was better than Thoughtseize. Good times, good times. Every deck was playing like 4 Inquisition, 2 Thoughtseize. If you were like a remotely mid-range deck. I think people play blue-red Murktide instead of Grixis because of the lands. It's painful. Incredibly painful. Probably Spell Pierce. Maybe like another Stubborn Denial. Stubborn Denial is a very good card. I could see Spell Pierce being quite powerful as well. Sure, EB. I'll probably take a look at it after the match is over though. I don't like looking at decks mid-match. I feel like it's kind of distracting. I'm gonna keep this and I'm gonna put back a Dress Down. You can post it now, I'll open it and then just remind me if I forget. Right, let me open it and then I'll leave that up and hopefully I don't forget. Spike deck techs are now 15. They've been 15 for like a week now, I think. But you know, Spike's gotta make a living. Can't really blame them. I think I'm gonna bin this. How much are Dingo deck techs? I do them for free. If you guys wanted to support the channel, I'd rather you just do it off of your own volition, as opposed to paying for my opinion that may or may not be worth very much to you. That's usually how I like to think about it instead. I think I need to probably... Well, they don't have any artifacts in the graveyard yet. We're making an extra mana, though. Your Onslaught block constructed deck. I'm not sure my opinion would be very helpful. I'm just going to push this because it eliminates a stronger card. Yeah, Spike gets a lot of deck techs. A lot of deck techs. Good turn. Hitting my bobble, are we? Kind of messed up. Ragavan just drew them a card, and it looked at the top of my deck, and it made them a mana. Fuck you, Ragavan. You son of a... Not bad. I've been met with an interesting predicament. I think I prefer the loot, though. I could have played the Soul Guide Lantern first. If I play the Soul Guide Lantern first, then they can't heat my Ledger Shredder, but I miss out on a Connive. No, they can pop the Soul Guide Lantern and then get Delirium. So, I mean, they have to pop the Soul Guide Lantern preemptively anyways. What are they going to do? Do it in response to my Murktide? It's not like I have a breach type effect where I'm just like, alright, now I will use my entire graveyard. I don't know if binning the Stubborn Denial was correct either, but I kind of want to play Murktide next turn. If I draw a land especially. 2 Soul Guide Lanterns. One of them ugly, one of them amazing. On opposite sides of the board. Ooh. We'll take it. 2 colors. I Ledger Shredder. My goat. My bird. My Chad. Gone. Never to shred again. I'm never gonna shred again. Stop hitting my baubles. Why did they use a treasure to do that? Don't know. They could have dashed the Ragavan and then used the Mox Amber. It's probably what they should. I mean, I guess they didn't want to let me connive. They could have just tapped 2 lands. I don't know. I got nothing. I guess they were gonna do it anyways. Between the dash and the pending. The graveyard. I think I'm gonna hold on this dress down for Urza Saga, so I'm probably just gonna eliminate this Ragavan or maybe drown it. Probably eliminate. I don't know if that was worth it. I probably have to drown this Ragavan now. I'm just casting it. Sure. I guess that means I have something else to cast this turn. With the Mox Amber mana, and they're just playing this for free. 3 cards left in hand. I also have 3 cards. They don't have an Urza Saga yet, which means I might want to spend this dress down. Absolutely not. Yep, just straight up blue-black Murktide. I guess I'm playing a Murktide. It's not going to be a very big Murktide, but that's fine. 5/5 will do the job. Kind of waiting for that. Job done. It's like we're playing Hearthstone. Sure. They choose to put one on top. They did put a card on top. I wonder what it is. Could be anything. No, they can choose not to put anything on top. I'm gonna hold this Murktide back. Block Ragavan. It's not a bad draw at all. Still might have preferred it to be a hearse, though. That's a very good draw. Oh shit. That was also a very good draw. I guess I should have stubbed it so that way it's not in the graveyard anymore. That was a mistake. I should have done this first so that way the Nile Spellbomb happened after. It was something like pretty minor, but relevant nonetheless. Let's see what you're holding on to over there. Second Ragavan. Oh, all of those seem like good draws too. Okay. I got 1 card in hand. It's gonna come back down as a 6/6. Yeah, these draws have been kind of ridiculous. I don't think I mind going to 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have paid mana. I should have paid mana for the last one. And just had the one up for the Soul Guide Lantern in case I want to draw a card. I guess this gives me an out of like Soul Guide, pop, draw, a Fatal Push if I need to or something. That's very annoying. If I were them, I think I would have held that though. Okay. Did I say annoying? I meant dead. Just gonna do it now in case they draw like counterspell. Iteration's a pretty good one. This also cuts them off of mana, so they couldn't have iterated with the Mox Amber. Urza Saga. Sure. Hopefully no Teferi. It's not a Teferi. Is this target player's graveyard? It's target opponent's, right? Not gonna be enough to do it. Land for land. Oh, I'm swinging. This was not target opponent. If it said just like any player, then I could have exiled my own graveyard and killed them. Land for the land god. I'll hold it to bluff something. I want to keep this. I keep it on the draw. It might be a mistake. I think we call that the old never punished. I'm gonna hold on to the bobble so I can connive. It drew 5 twice, 4 times, and 3 once. Not that I keep track. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Here comes the Wren. Yep. I wonder if they're team or escape shift or if they're playing creativity. Could be either with Explore. Forging the Anchor. Push. Alright, so they are creativity. I'll consider. It's awkward being able to find time to like cast these Night Whispers. 2 and 2 Ren and 6, pretty good. Sucks that I don't have anything to deal with this once it resolves. I have to just like beat it down. You think I'll ever play Grixis Murktide again? I forgot Tweet Shop Wednesday. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, probably at some point. I kind of want to land. Where's my hero's downfall? Well, this was not a recipe for success. Only hitting 3 lands. There is no Doomwake beef. There is no beef. I top 8'd his Pure Modern tournament. I'm dead. I'm mauling. I'm dead. Man, this deck could use Snuff Out, you're right. Bolting me. What? Why? I know they have a Transmogrify in hand still. Oh, this thing's 8. For some reason I was thinking it was 6. Yeah, I'm fucked. I'm dead. I was like, oh, now I could like Drown Lock. Nope. Nope. The main phase Bolt You is certainly something though. Kinda hate Drown Lock against creativity. It feels like it does enough to me. Guess I keep the Inquisition in. At least that card takes creativity. Gotta cut one, I'll cut a bubble. I think it needs 18 lands in this deck. I agree. Like, cut a Ledger Shredder, play 18 lands. Just have it be like more like a traditional Murktide list. 17 is very greedy. I'll keep this. Seems fine. Is cut good enough? Cut's like hit or miss against them. It's good if they like resolve the creativity. But if I'm just like cutting a token, then it feels pretty anemic. Also, I want 4 Stubborn Denials in this deck. I feel like Stubborn Denials fantastic. Underplayed. I'll keep a land. I don't hate a land here. Alright, well now I hate a land here. Thanks, deck. I hate it. Time to connive it away. Hey, you could probably get away with 17 back in like the Luris days. Times have changed though. Times have changed Fuck Ren and 6. All my homies hate Ren and 6. Eliminate's kind of poetic here. But I think I'm going to... Yeah, Bobble's just for Shredder. I think I'm just gonna Knight's Whisper into the Shadow. Oh, could also Bobble. Nah, I'm gonna play the Shadow. Turbo's out of Tide. It is food for Tide. It's not the best, though. I could see playing like 3, maybe. I don't know if you need the full 4. You want the Fatal Pushes? I bought these for 20 tickets. No, it was like 15 tickets a piece a while ago. I checked on GoatBots and it was like, oh, they're 99 cents. And I was like, what the hell happened? And they were just sold out. They like dropped 30 tickets because they were sold out. They were sold out for a month. Jeez. I can't even imagine what these are worth anymore. Then card order, I wonder. Check card order. Card order has them. They're 36 tickets a piece on card order. Oof. Very expensive. Yeah, pushes used to be very expensive in paper also. Foils 20, non-foils 30. Curling. I don't know, it might be from curling. Probably not from curling though. Are you talking about Moto or paper? In paper, curling. Moto foils aren't actual foil. Foils are really bad on Moto. I feel like I'm in a good spot to like dot seize them, take whatever. Ren, Spell Pierce, Fable, Fire Ice, Fire Ice. I think I'm gonna just take Fable. I bought 62% humidity packs to like uncurl my foils and they worked very well. Would highly recommend those if you're trying to uncurl foils. I store magic cards in my room. That is also in a room that is also my sauna. Classic. 62% humidity packs. If you like, you can find them on like Amazon or wherever. And they were very, very helpful. Just stick them in a deck box, put the pack in there, make sure they're unsleeved, and then put the pack in there, put them in an airtight deck box, and then wait like overnight and it'll uncurl them. It was kind of amazing. You only have air loose deck boxes. I'm sure you'll manage. Put them in the microwave. I wonder what happens if you microwave a foil. Do they spark like when you put aluminum foil in there? Yes. Do you know this from personal experience? They meld. Ah, yes, they meld. They iced me just to do nothing. He's mid-haircut. I'll be getting my haircut till 6 p.m. today. Oof. I want to shock here. Go to 5. I'm pretty dead to Lightning Bolt, like, no matter what. I want to play Murktide. Could just hold a push, fluster, counterspell. I'm just gonna pass. Hold up, push, fluster, counterspell. Probably not in that order. I know they have a Spell Pierce also. They gave up. Okay. I'm just resubmitting. Rest Down and Subtlety don't seem very good against them. They don't have any creatures, so Subtlety's not going to be good. It does hit like Ren and 6, but I don't think it's worth it for just Ren and 6. I'm going to mulligan this hand. I want like 2 lands. Like, what is Dress Down hitting? Dress Down's going to hit, what, Archons that are already gonna murder me. Breaks their attack. I mean, as soon as they get the trigger, I die anyways. So if I have to do it before combat, and then if I do it before combat, they can just choose not to attack. So I don't think it's great. Ooh, invasive surgery. Fancy. Yeah, nobody's safe from Ren and 6. That's the truth. Die. You vile 2-mana planeswalker. Fable. Oh, it's just a command. Take that. Actually, just gonna pass the turn here. Well, I could run out the Ledger Shredder, but if they go fetch land, creativity plus spell pierce backup, then I'm in trouble. So I'm just gonna pass. I think I'm in a pretty fine control role here. I don't have a great answer to this. I think I'm gonna counterspell it. I'm gonna get veiled, spell pierced. Honestly, I think I'd rather have the spell pierce happen now than when it actually matters. Card's so fucking annoying. Hate it. Hate it so much. I'm gonna try to draw a land here. It's kind of risky, but alright, we drew 2. Now with lands, we can actually play Murktide and have a couple of things back up. If you could push target planeswalker, that would be fantastic. I wish you could push a red and 6 into death. I don't get to start cycling though, which is like, fuck. Yeah, it's just calling Holy Heat. I'm aware. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be happy about it. Tapping out against this deck is so terrifying. What is this, Opera? Is this Castlevania Opera? Pretty much. Yeah, hard casting's gonna be a problem. Kind of need to kill him before that, which I don't really have access to. Makes me wonder if I'm supposed to target the red or if I'm just supposed to go face and kill them in 2. Probably supposed to kill them in 2, or at least try. A second Murktide kill them, maybe 1 short. Alright. I can play Ledger Shredder when they go to hardcast an Archon and sacrifice the Ledger Shredder instead. I'm gonna draw Counterspell. Counterspell would be ideal. I only have 2 interaction spells. They just took themselves off of Archon, so I'm actually going to top this in case they have another creativity. Have a Transmogrify. I need a faded piece of interaction here. Oh, I got the GGs. Mulligan. Oh. Alright. Chat, what do you think I put back here? Put back a Fatal Push. Push Merc. Push Shadow. I'm very far away from Shadow. It's probably push Shadow. Shadow's like never happening. They also mulligan to 5 though. I don't think going to 4 is like a viable option. Playing against normal Murktide. Alright, well, this is the deciding factor. Which Murktide deck is superior? Ugh, drew the second land. I'm actually gonna fetch a basic island in case in case they have Blood Moon in the main deck. EI versus Night's Whisper. Dual decks. Expressive Iteration versus Night's Whisper. I don't know what I'd run for an 18th land. Maybe like a Castle Lockdwayne. Castle Lockdwayne might be really good. But you kind of need a bunch of blue sources. So actually, that changed my mind. You need more blue sources. In theory, Castle Lockdwayne would be good. In practice, it probably wouldn't be as good. Castle Vantress. Sunken Ruin? Probably not Sunken Ruin. Maybe. You could play Sunken Ruin. I'm hoping this Night's Whisper helps me undo the mulligan. Or like Night's Whisper, land Murktide, maybe. Although I need to make this Murktide bigger than the 6/6. Fatal Push, please. Should I shock? Nah, I'm gonna lose 2 from Night's Whisper anyways. Fatal Push. It's decision time, chat. Do I make a 6/6 Murktide and be susceptible to Unholy Heat, or do I just Thoughtseize him and take a hit from the Ragavan? Both of these make me sick to my stomach. Thoughtseize take the hit. Well, if I take the Shredder and they attack me and they counterspell my Murktide, I could counterspell back, then my shields are down. Yeah, it's probably gotta be counterspell and then deal with the Shredder later. At least I can push the Shredder. Tough decision. Hello, Spider Space. My island. I was probably gonna fetch that. It's messed up. Ugh. Shredder. Well, I mean, CS for the Heat's like fine, right? But the Heat's not gonna do all that much. Well, I'm gonna take 3 and then have to probably block here. Shredder was a pretty good draw. Can I attack? No, there's no way. You lost your dingo symbols. No, Chris. Why? I think they have better draws than us. They have expressive iteration. They have drown in the lock though, or fatal push. Fatal push would be pretty good. They have expressive iteration, which I need to counter. I don't think I can let that happen. If I let that resolve, then I'm pretty much just dead. Shadow's a pretty good draw. I'm gonna attack. You know, like Shredder? Would you rather play like Dothy? Chris, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and welcome back for the 4th month. Appreciate you. Thank you. I think I'm just sending it with Shadow. They're back. You just gotta refresh. I think I'd rather play Dothies than Street Wraiths. I'm in danger. Did I do a removal spell? Oh, didn't find a CS. Alrighty. I'm dead to several things. A Murktide is surprisingly not one of them. Bush Shredder. Oh boy. So, I definitely have to attack with Shadow. I'd die if I Thoughtseize. That's not true. They have to block Shadow. They could double block Shadow, which would suck. I think I have to Thoughtseize and then Shredder. Because if they have a counterspell, I die. I'm dead to Lightning Bolt no matter what. Because even if they had Lightning Bolt, they could bolt my Shredder. So I have to Thoughtseize. And go to 2. And then play a Shredder. Yeah, thank God they didn't find the double block. Because double block would have murdered me. Oh, that does it too. Yeah. Gross. Okay. I think the eliminate's pretty decent. Murder's cut for sure we want. I probably want the subtleties also. I don't really care for Thoughtseize against them, to be completely honest, but Drown the Lock's gotta be worse. Maybe I trim, like, this Inquisition. Drown the Lock just sucks against them. Yeah, I'm bringing in the subtleties. Subtlety is good. I don't know if Dress Down's good. I don't think Dress Down's very good. Cut the baubles and bring in what? The Bomb and Soul Guide. I guess. Got 2 for 2. I don't want Dress Down. Dress Down seems mediocre. But Chris, thanks again for the tier 1 sub. I don't feel like I gave you a proper thank you. Appreciate that. Lantern's not that good against them. It's fine. Neither of these pieces of Graveyard Hate are particularly good against Murktide. Hearse would be way better, which is why I don't understand why there's no Hearses in the sideboard. Yeah, there's not a lot of creatures to crew them, but Hearse is just way too good to not play, in my opinion. I also don't have an answer to Hearse. Cascade, like Living End pretty much disappeared. Spider Space. Living End is, in shambles right now. Yeah, they played DRC last game. That was their turn 1 play. Just a lot of Graveyard Hate going around. And a lot of Urza Saga decks that can just tutor up a piece of Graveyard Hate. So they're not in the best spot at the moment. I got a Night's Whisper. They want to spell pierce that, then so be it. Number denial Thoughtseize. El Menino's a beast. Also, I can't beat that. I need Shadows to beat that. Draws a Murktide. Expressive Shredder, Counterspell Bauble. I'm gonna vomit. His hand is insane. I probably have to Murktide Regent, right? It's gonna be a 4-4. I'm taking Expressive Iteration. And pick up Double Island in case of Blood Moon. I don't think Shieldred's modern playable in general. Maybe in the sideboard against like Scam, it would be fine. I think Shieldred's like oldly good against Scam. I think we're in a great spot here. I don't know if great's the word for that. It's not bad. Push Unbodo is an illusion of choice. Well, the second option doesn't let you target things that it can't actually kill. The top option lets you target whatever. But kind of. You get to pretend choose. Could have targeted your push. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know if growing that to a 5/5 is going to make a difference. Comment. Sure. That's so good for them. I don't think I sack Lantern. Stupid, sexy, uncounterable channel. Kind of blown about that. Well, I flash in the subtlety and get it bolted. I'm actually, am I cycling the Soul Guide Lantern? Think about cycling the Soul Guide Lantern, try to find a Death Shadow. Shadow's like my best threat here. Go to 5, this hearse can kill me. Should probably stay at 7. Alright, just play a tap land and pass. I don't think going to 5 is the move. I know they have Bolt, and I know they have Counterspell in hand. Whoa. That's very aggressive, but fine at the same time. If I can just prevent them from sticking a threat, maybe I have a chance. Well, of course, hearse is a problem here, but I can't do anything about the hearse. My way of beating the hearse is to prevent them from sticking a threat ever. That's my way of beating the hearse. Thought seizing is so risky. I guess I'd do it though. It's not great. I can bolt, but I get to take whatever else, which I imagine they're sitting on multiple counter spells if they were willing to counter the Nihil spell bomb. I don't know if they're bolt, man. Bolt explosives. I don't care about the explosives that much. You care about that bolt a little bit more. What the fuck, Isaac? Ah, their hand's not good. Definitely not good. Isaac, thank you for the 5 gifted. The hell? I'm gonna flash in the subtlety for a clock. Pimp Donnie. Foliage. AE Digital. Swamp Bite. MTG Box. Welcome. Thank you, Isaac. Appreciate that. Alright. Need to do a little bit of murdering here. Put you to 6. Pass with all these cards in hand. These Murktides are going to be useless. Bing bong indeed. Heat. Heat. Well, I think I counter this. 18th land Odawara, that's probably pretty good. Odawara is a very good card. Shoot at 3. Alright, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. 6 cards in hand, and like 3 of them are probably relevant. So here's the thing, right? If I stub this twice, then they tap down to 1 mana, I die to a Ragavan. If I counterspell it, I'm dead to a Murktide Regent. I will throw all my stubs at you. Die, heathen. The old stub counterspell. Ouch. Did we do it? Spire Bluff Canal, Keck W. Alright. Would have loved to see a Fluster. Would have hated to see a Fluster. -1 Murktide. Probably. What do we want over it though? Maybe Inquisition. Invasive. Invasive is terrible. Why would I ever want Invasive? I would take a Fluster over Invasive all day. I don't think I want Explosives. Or specifically Expressive Iteration, that's so narrow. I'm not gonna do that. EE for Hearse. I mean, if they ever crew the Hearse, I have Fatal Push to kill it. Maybe I want an EE over the Fluster. want 2 EEs. I'm supposed to trim some discard and bring in like an EE and a fluster. That's what I'm going with. I don't think Thoughtseize is going to be that good. If they crew the hearse and attack and you dress down the hearse dies. I don't have an answer to Ragavan with this hand. Still going to keep it though. I think it's too good to mulligan. Maybe they don't play a Ragavan. Blue-black or black-red? Definitely blue-black. Black-red is not very good. How does he do it? Gotta shun everybody that just said GG. If you said GG, you're banned. Green Ice Whispers is not great. GG's. I'll say it this time. GG's. What am I supposed to do? Just pass on 2? I have nothing going on. Don't care if they bolt the Shredder. If I divinate, I have to discard. Like, I'd rather just play a Shredder at that point. Oh, shit. You realize that Lightning Bolt's gonna be good against Shredder even while the Connive trigger's on the stack, right? And I can't protect it. Bolt's always gonna be good against Shredder. Shredder hold up stub, it doesn't do anything. It's a Force Spike. They had 2 mana up. It's not good. It's good against this. You can no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in response to me conniving, they bolt it. And then I can't do anything. I'll get my basic swamp. I'm gonna play Shredder. Yeah, like, why fight over a Shredder? I don't understand that either. Shredder's so pointless. I should just pass. I don't know, it's a tough decision here. Very close decision. That's fine. I have the Murderous Cut for a Murktide, so I'm not worried about like a Murktide coming down this turn. I want to save this for a Murktide in case they sneak one by me. I don't want to like cut the Ragavan and then be dead to a Murktide. Honestly, I'm thinking about bidding this land. Argue been a subtlety. Maybe the push. I guess I've been the push. I'm gonna play this tap though. Oh, I could play untapped, go to 5. Nah, I'm gonna play tapped. It's fucking greedy as hell. Play it untapped. Die to double bolt. I'm good on that. Also, only have 4 minutes, so I need to fucking hurry up. I don't think I'm bidding consider. They're playing a Murktide here. I was thinking about bidding subtlety. Sure. Can't believe that worked. Alright, your turn. Shouldn't be delving spells away on cut? For what? Just want to kill them. They're so close to dying. I guess I should have played this land first. They have 1 Odawara as an out. Then they can't like shock. I don't know. I think that was fine. Delve the spells away. Because if they counter... Well, here, think about this. If they counter the Murderous Cut... Yeah, well, think about it. If they counter the Murderous Cut and they have, like, Spell Pierce Counterspell, and I can't kill the Murktide, I want my Murktide to be bigger than their Murktide, right? I want to win the Murktide war. So I should at least delve one away. Yeah, we did it, chat. We trophied. This list was surprisingly good. Or the matchups. Creativity twice. Murktide. Chat, help me out. What were the matchups? They all blended together.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.